Hello, my name is Rich Howard, owner of Architectural Builder Supply. In this video is to bring you a closer look at the Adams Rite number 1000-21-26 thumb turn. This is going to be shown in the 130 finish, which is an aluminum finish. Now this unit is specifically the one that includes the escutcheon plate. And that's buried down in the part number, and we're going to go over what that means as we dissect the part number. First of all, the 1000 series is a teardrop-shaped thumb turn that you're going to use in their MS 1847 and 5017 series hook locks for aluminum, sliding patio doors, wood doors as well, they can be used in. And the hallmarks of that is that you'll be able to configure that thumb turn in a different drive tailpiece orientation, different spindle lengths, different finishes as well. Okay. The spindle is hardened steel and plated for corrosion resistance. The escutcheon is going to be this aluminum type color or chrome type color that you see. And there is several bullet points down below this video talking about the features of the 1000 series. But it's a teardrop-shaped thumb turn that you can configure for your requirements, with or without escutcheons, different colors, different spindle lengths. Let's get into how we dissect that part number. There are three links down below. There are three links down below this video that will allow you to review the different features of the thumb turn. Now let's get on to how to dissect them. As I pull up, let's take a look. Let's look at first the how to order link. There are three: data sheet, installation guide, how to order. Let's look at how to order. That is the most consolidated way to proceed. So when you are ordering a thumb turn, you're either going to order it for an application that requires the escutcheon or one that simply does not, where you will not have this escutcheon. That's what you have to know first, with or without an escutcheon. However, immediately after that, you have to know if your drive is going to be perpendicular like this one is, or if the tailpiece will be parallel like this one is. Okay, this part number happens to be the 1000-21, which gives you both with escutcheon and perpendicular drive according to that first turn type. We've got product number, that's always going to be 1000, dash turn type. Perpendicular with escutcheon is a 21. Now we're going to get to the spindle length. This happens to be the 26. The 26 is 1 and 31/64, which is going to be about 1.48 inch, something like that. Yeah, something in that range. That's measured from the underside of the turn to the back of the tailpiece. Now I can only really measure from the inside of the escutcheon to the back of the tailpiece, and that's giving me 1.3 inch roughly. Now if I were to have this all removed and get to the back of the thumb turn, we're going to be at 1.48 inch, 1 and 31/64 of an inch. Okay, that's very important. Now obviously some people will order them long, realizing they can cut those if they have to. And I would not really hesitate to consider that you do so. You could easily cut that and then finish it off with a small file. However, if you can determine that spindle length, order it correctly and save yourself the trouble. Finally, that's the spindle length column. Then finally, the finish column. This is 130. You've got one, which would be like an aluminum color. You've got 119, which would be black or complementary to black. Then you've got 121, which would be complementary to dark bronze. Okay. very commonly used for those installations where you have a need to replace a thumb turn or you're simply doing a new installation. Now, the next link that's down there is installation guide, and that's handy because it will show you how and where to drill the holes for this model. On the right side of that, it will also show you all of the dimensional properties, and that can all be talked about in that link to the installation guide. And then finally, that data sheet is like a catalog cut page that would occur if you were looking at the manufacturer's full line catalog. And that's of use because the bottom right hand area of page 1, you can see why it's important to know if it's perpendicular or parallel drive based on what the thumb turn orientation looks like when the lock is both in the extended position and the retracted position. That's important because you need to be able to make sure that you can rotate that in both open and closed positions so as to not have conflict with the jamb or a door condition or any part of the door that when you need to rotate it to lock or unlock it would be an otherwise obstacle to preventing free and proper motion when it comes to that material. Now that is part of the ordering of the lock itself because the orientation of that hub is going to be set based on what needs to happen. The thumb turn doesn't really care which direction you're going in. However, it will certainly help you determine which perpendicular or parallel, which drive you need based on observing the existing conditions, saying, oh, okay, my thumb turn is always out, at 90 degree, basically locked or unlocked, and it's not pointed down really ever. So that could determine perpendicular versus parallel. Then on page 2 of that data sheet, it's a summary of everything that we've talked about. Finally, there's a link below this video to the manufacturer's page where you can pull up not only all of the Adams Rite products that we sell, but a link to the manufacturer's website, as well as a link to the full product catalog. If you have any questions on the Adams Rite, their part number 1000-21-26 thumb turn in a 130 finish or any other Adams Rite product, please feel free to reach out to us. Thank you.